one of my favorite things about the Feds version of the game is that you get to pretty much e- equip whatever weapon that you can on the main character. That's really been a cool feature to me. I've always loved this feature for Persona 3. However, in the portable version of it, you can't. You can't equip anything like a lightning bow, can't equip anything, like a spear, anything that, would normally go to like the characters like party members. He's only stuck with a short sword in the portable version of the game, which, it's like, it's not like the biggest of deals of whether or not you can use that or not, but there are some, who wouldn't want to play as an edgelord with some boxing gloves going around beating the living shit out of these shadows that are all across the floor. Like, you just get to walk up, punch them in the face, and that's really how you start the fight. Who wouldn't want to play as this? This is a cool idea to me. However, as you guys can see, one of the things about Persona 3 is the fatigue system. The fatigue system in the game, it's still in the portable version, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that, if they're gonna take that out or not, but that is one of the big things in the game. And then one of the differences between the portable version and the Feds version, which is why there's a lot of conflict in my mind of what version should come to PC, is that in the portable version you still get to operate your main character, whether it's the male protagonist or the female protagonist. However, that only applies to the area that you're in, which is Tartarus, that I'm in currently right now. In the Fez version, you get to operate your character wherever. It doesn't matter whether you're climbing Tartarus. You get to control your character and actually get to see the cutscenes of the game. In the portable version, you cannot. They don't have any real big in-game cutscenes, so seeing stuff like when you're going throughout the story, you'll miss out on some of the characters' actions in the actual game because they don't show them. Mostly it's more like you have still pictures, and then when you're going around in the portable version, you're a blue or pink circle, and that's really what your character is. And then for the combat system of the game, as I go up and I hit one of these shadows right here, the biggest thing is when you play the portable version, you'll notice that the quality of life system has drastically improved. There are times where you can get very frustrated with Persona 3 Fez. So I don't know whether they're gonna do a combination of both of them, where you get to play as both characters and you get to go around still get to go around actually being able to control your characters, and you still get the in-game cutscenes. However, I don't know how they would do that. So I wonder if that's one of the holdups that they're doing for releasing Persona 3 to the PC. But at least I'm glad that Persona 3 is actually Persona is just starting to make its way over to the PC as well with the release of Persona 4 Golden. See, in Persona 3 Fez, you have this, which doesn't really do anything. You do not have any options of defense in Persona 3 Fez, besides maybe getting to use some shield kind of thing, and that's it. But other than that, you do not get to defend against anything. If you decide to just wait, it's not like the enemy's not gonna attack you. It'll still attack you. That's the thing. In Persona 3 Portable, you actually get the option of defense, and then they came out with co-op attacks in Persona 3 portable, so where, you know, in like the other games you'll be able to do a duo attack with like one of your party members. They came out with that in Persona 3 Portable, which they don't have in the Fez version, so that doesn't exist. So sometimes it's like really weird when you're like playing Persona 3 I mean, not portable, but when you're playing the Fez version, because not only do you not have any access to control your party members, some of your party members can end up doing very frustrating things throughout battles that will get you killed. And it's along the lines of, oh, well, I'm gonna die. My party member decided not to heal anybody, so I guess I'm just dead. My party member decided to, you know, it depends on who your party member is, whether you played if you played the portable version, you probably wouldn't be too concerned, because you actually get to control your party members in that version. That's why I want them to do like a mix, because, you know, when you're sitting here and you can't control your party members in Fez, sometimes your party members can end up spamming moves like Marin Karin on somebody that's not able to get charmed, or they spam Hammer moves on somebody that's they know light, they know bless, they know curse, they know like all the darkness moves. So really, in Persona 3 and Persona 4, the light and darkness moves only resulted in basically insta kills. It wasn't until Persona 5 to where they actually added in, you know, like moves that actually did damage, because they realized just how, like, when you fight a boss that's really only weak to, like, not a boss, because when you're fighting bosses you can't do it, but when you're fighting an enemy that's only weak to, like, you know, a light skill, so you have to use hammer, and then you go in and you use hammer and you realize, oh, well, my attack missed, and then you get critted, and then you're sitting there, you know, you got hit by a critical hit. And when it comes to Persona 3, critical hits resulted in only one thing. You have to waste that turn. Well, critical hits resulted in two things. One, you got shit on, and then two, after you got shit on, you had to wait. You would get shit on again, and then that turn that you would like get back up, that was your turn. When in Persona 3, when you get back up from getting hit by like a critical hit, or like something that's like, you know, one of your party members is weak to, which is like, let's see, can I leave here? Let's see, I'll ask for an escape route. I want to show you guys something. When you're playing Persona 3 and you go into one of these like long boss fights, move. You go into one of these long boss fights, and here you are. You position yourself in Tartarus, and these three floors right here, these three blocks right here that I'm like pointing out, they all have enemies that are wind based. Really, like, I know in block 3 up here they have a like a statue kind of thing that has like Mazionga, but in like some of these blocks they have like enemies that use a lot of wind attacks. And the person that you see right here, Junpei, is incredibly weak to wind, and so when he gets knocked down by a wind attack, he has to waste his turn to get back up, and that is no bueno. That is one of the most frustrating things about when you have to take Junpei with you, because You know, you have no defense, so you can't make him defend. So he's just basically useless. Some of your party members in the early stages of the game are basically useless. So you don't want to run that party member because they can't do anything. They spend most of their time on the floor so much you would think they were at like some kind of party or something, but that it's just like that. And that's why I was really glad for the system that Persona 3 Portable implemented, where you know you have some decent quality of life features to where your characters are actually usable, because some of them are not usable for a long period of time. I'm not gonna lie, even in Persona 3 Portable I didn't use Junpei because I just didn't want to use Junpei. But in this game, taking Junpei with you is it's a death sentence. I don't care how much you like Junpei. When you play this game on hard mode and you're sitting there, not even on hard mode, when you're just playing the game and you're sitting there trying to climb through Tartarus and you have Junpei on your team, he's a liability. There's nothing else that I can say to that. Also, there are some things that, you know, beyond that both games should have. I still think that this game requires more quality of life updates, because there are some things in the game where if you've come from Persona 5, you'll still be like, if you come from Persona 5 trying to play Persona 3, or you know, you come from a Persona game where they just have some nice quality of life features, then you'll realize just how generous the other games were when it comes to, you know, helping you out. Because in this game you have your social links, but none of them really like do anything. Your social links don't really grant you anything, which isn't like the biggest deal. They don't grant you any like buffs, or they don't really do much for you. It's not like, you know, you'll unlock something with doing your social links. I mean, you unlock a specific persona at the end of the game, but that's it. Like, your social links don't really do much there, so you know, that's like to be expected. You know, you can't really be, I don't know, you can't really expect much there. Nothing there to expect. It's just, there are things when you're playing the game where you're gonna realize just how like frustrating this game can be. So if they do give you the portable version, you won't be able to play The Answer. The Answer is an epilogue exclusive to Persona 3 Fez. And if they give you the Fez version without like doing quality of life updates, you'll be a Persona player coming fresh from Persona 5, Persona 4 Golden, and you're like, all right, you know what? It's time. And then you'll get to one of these tougher blocks, like, you know, early into the game, you'll get into like block 3, and then you'll go against like one of the knights, or you'll go against like that knight boss thing in block 3 or block 2, and you'll have Junpei on your squad, because I think he's like one of the only persons he's like available at that time. So you have Junpei on your squad. He'll get hit by like Garudine, and then the boss gets another ability, and then now you're getting hit by Hama, and there's no persona that you can make at that level of the game that has anything to block Hama, and you have no, like, you don't get any like homunculi, you don't get none of that. So there's that. You just gotta take it. Then what? But if you're playing the portable version, you have a better chance, because you can actually have your party members defend. The only thing with the portable version is that the portable version of Persona 3 has this really annoying it's not the worst thing in the world, but it has this really annoying like thing where like some of your social link characters can get locked into Tartarus. So you have to spend your time like going to rescue your social link characters. It's not like you like have to rush for them. It's more like, all right, after a certain period of time, well, or until like the next, the next full moon of the game. As you can see, mine's is in 27 days. If your party members get stuck in Tartarus, you just, not your party members, but if your social link characters get stuck there, you have to go rescue them, because you don't want to lose some of your social links, because that defeats the whole purpose of if you're doing a 100% social link run. And that's not good, because that kind of hurts. You wouldn't want to be somewhere doing a 100% social link grind, and then one of your social link characters just hits the floor, and then your social link is pretty much over from there. It's just gone because they're dead. Oh, another thing that I want to bring up, it's like it's on my mind, but it's like kind of slipping me at the same time. Maybe in another video I'll talk about it, but I just have to get the ability to like remember it. It's there, it's just not there at the same time. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the video. There will be more talks of Persona 3 in the future. I do believe I have more stuff to talk about. Like I have a whole variety of things I should be talking about, and if you do happen to watch this video, please let me know what else I should be talking about, because there are some things that I know a lot of experienced or veteran Persona 3 players can talk about. So if you have any ideas or something like that of things that you would like to see in the game, or things that should have been in the game and are not in the game, then please let me know. But other than that, that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for coming through. You guys all have a good one, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.